I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bring the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning credentials.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over
pearls in
pearls.
the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot,
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What
fuel?
you talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good up. 180. Hands up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Lock in.
They go play action with Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
I got you. Kill. Zip it. Motion back.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Second and 10 at the Bears' 14-yard line.
Tight go.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run on second down with Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Bears.
180. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Alert, 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 alert.
Two jet bombers, two jet bombers.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 26 yards, as the Bears push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Murray. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Watch twitch. Lock in, lock in. Watch out, watch out.
On first down, Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
6 guys, check 6 guys. 18. Motion, pop. Ransom. Alert.
Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Shift. Alert.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. They'll run it with Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Coke. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short, and he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, watch 28. Bunts it. He's coming. Ran, go. Lock in.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Tens the mic. Tens the mic. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Let's go, folks.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there. See how that recipe works.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38.
80 weapons. Alert, 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 alert.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Come on, 180.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike T, here, guys. Mike T. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
36, 36. Check 26, check 26.
Hey.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And the Bears first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 52.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
And now here's a carry heading left. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Kill. Hey, 18.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Set. Big dash. Hey, ball. Check 3. 18.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And Elliott puts this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And able to find Kirk complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. This one caught by Isabella. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He can't hang. He's not going to go.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Go. He don't know no better.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Oh, try.
Tackles.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Murray. Thomas has got it. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. That ball complete to Isabella. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Let's go. Crunch time, defense.
Back to throw. Murray. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Check.
Murray to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Steps away. He can run for, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop him with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Watch Lock in, lock in. Switch, switch. General West.
On third down, Johnson. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.